All right, so listen closely. This is going to be the only video that you're going to need to watch to increase your confidence in sales. And by the end of this video, you will know exactly what you need to do starting today to become more confident and close more deals. Now, the first thing you need to understand is that confidence comes from competence, meaning that you need to be really good at something for you to be confident in. So, for example, if I told you to start finger skating and you never finger skated in your life, do you really believe that you're gonna be confident finger skating? Probably not, right? Because you've never done it and you don't know how to do it. And it's the same thing that's happening to you in sales. The reason why you're lacking confidence when you hop on in front of a demo, in front of a prospect, or you're trying to sell a prospect, or you're trying to close a deal is because number one, you haven't done it enough. And number two, you don't have the education or the information to learn how to handle certain types of people. And back to the first point, you haven't done it enough to go ahead and know exactly what archetype of person you're speaking to. So with that being said, the reason why you're lacking confidence is because you deep down know that, number one, you're not studying enough, you're not training, you're not role playing, and you're not rewatching your game films to know exactly what you could do better and what you're doing wrong. You got to know exactly what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right. And you need to have a plan. You need to execute on that plan every single day. So the better you become at sales, the more confident you're going to be, of course, because you know exactly how to handle certain people, you know how to handle objections, you know how many people you need to talk to before you get a deal. Why? Because you've just been in the game. So what you need to understand is that, of course, if you're just starting out in sales, you're not going to be the most confident. Of course not, right? But with that being said, you're just going to have to put in the work, put in more repetition, and you're going to be able to increase your sales and increase your confidence. Now, that actually leads me to my second point. Repetition is the mother of all skill. For example, Kobe Bryant did not become the best basketball player by going to the gym once a week and shooting one basketball shot. No, he was in the gym 4 or 5 hours a day in the training and also outside of his teammates, just training by himself every single day and putting up tens of thousands a shot for him to get really good. And it's the same thing you need to do when it comes to sales, because sales is a skill set. And to get good at skills, you need to have the repetition. You're not gonna just go to the gym one day, do some bicep curls, and then now you're freaking Arnold Schwarzenegger. Of course not. You have to go to the gym every single day and put in the reps for you to build up the physique. And it's the same thing when it comes to sales. You gotta put in the repetition. Now, how do you put in the repetition? Well, you go into work and you call people and you go through the pain, the suffering that it takes, the rejections, the humiliation for you to go ahead and become better. It's very simple, guys. At the end of the day, repetition. You need to do the same thing every single day. Oh, maybe the script gets boring. Maybe you already got bored of the word tracks. Maybe you're already bored of all of it. But guess what? It's the first time the prospect's hearing you handle that objection after you practice it hundreds and thousands of times of saying the same thing. But the good news is the consistency is what's going to get you the results. Going to the gym every single day is not fun, but it gets you the physique and the attention that you want. It makes you look good, you feel better, you feel more confident. Well, guess what? It's the same thing when it comes to sales. You're not going to like it, saying the same thing over and over and over, but guess what? It's going to get you the results and get you the money that you want to be able to have and get you the life that you want to be able to have. So you got to understand, repetition is the mother of all skills. So put in the work, practice, repeat, and you'll be able to knock it out the park. Now, the third thing that you need to understand is that you need to learn from a coach or a mentor. Could be a mentor that you have at your job, could be somebody that you go ahead and you find online. But at the end of the day, you need to find people that are 10 times better than you at sales and closing and negotiating and everything, and learn from them. It's very simple. That's what I did when I very first started my career. I went ahead, I found somebody that was really good at selling, and I went ahead and I started learning from them. It's very simple, guys. At the end of the day, since the dawn of human time, there has always been coaches and mentors. Every successful person that you see, they all have learned from coaches and mentors. Mike Tyson had a coach, Messi had coaches, Ronaldinho had coaches, Conor McGregor had coaches, freaking Ryan Garcia has coaches. Everybody that's successful in their craft, they all have had people that have taught them how to do things. This misconception of being self-made is complete BS. There's no such thing as being self-made. At the end of the day, somebody connected you, somebody taught you, or somebody put something in your way for you to go ahead and be able to go to the next level. Somebody connected you. There's no such thing as being self-made. Somebody taught you. Even you going to school, you were taught by somebody on how to learn how to speak, how to learn your mathematics, how to learn the alphabet. Somebody taught you. Now, was it the best information that's gonna make you millions of dollars? Probably not. But with that being said, it's gonna get you the results that you're looking for. So you need to find people that are doing the things that you wanna do at a high enough level, and you need to learn from them, shadow them, pay them, whatever you need to do to learn what they have in their brain so you could shorten your learning curve. Because mentorship and coaching and people teaching you is like taking 10 years of what took them 10 years and shrinking it down to 3 to 4 years for yourself, right? So you need to find coaches, you need to find mentors, especially if you're in sales, and especially if you want to get to top 1%, you need to go ahead and be all into the Kool-Aid. You need to be learning 24/7 from the people that are all the way at the top. Now, if you don't have a coach or a mentor in your sales department or at your job or wherever, if you don't have those coaches and mentors, go ahead, click the link down below. I want you to go ahead, there's a Calendly link that you could go ahead and book in a call with my team to see exactly how we can help you and take you to the next level, especially when it comes to remote sales, get you to training and place you into offers. Now, the fourth thing you need to do is you need to build an alter ego. Now, I was actually having a conversation with one of my students earlier today, and he has a lack of confidence. He has a lot of limiting beliefs. And what I told him is, well, listen, you need to create an alter ego. For example, Beyonce is a Christian woman, very shy, very timid. But when she gets on stage, she's a performer. How does she do it? Well, she created an alter ego called Sasha Fierce. So every time she goes in front of the stage or starts talking to people, she just turns into Sasha Fierce and she's freaking performing, dancing, doing all these crazy things. But if you meet Beyonce in real life, she's very shy, very timid, right? So you can do the same thing. You could create an alter ego. If you right now are very unconfident, create a second alter ego that, I don't know, you want to call yourself. Maybe a freaking, I don't know, Leonidas or something, right? I don't know. Create your own alter ego that's more confident, that's better than you in every single metric, that's just a flamboyant, a better version of yourself, right? More disciplined, more committed, more confident, more convinced. Like, you just got to create that person. Now, how do you do this, right? Well, go ahead, grab a piece of paper, go on your phone, on a Google Doc or a notes section, and you want to go ahead and list off all these attributes. Now, don't list off like 8 little attributes of how you want no, don't list off 8. Because I promise you, by the time you guys get to 8 or 10 bullet points, you guys are going to go ahead and start forgetting, right? You guys are going to oh, I don't know what else. Push it to like 20, 30 different bullet points of how you want the person to act, how you want them to talk, how they look at people, how do they speak, what words do they use, how do they speak with their hands, with their body language. Like, literally just create that person in 30 bullet points, and every single day reread them and put yourself into that mindset of being that person, right? Because at the end of the day, this alter ego is going to be protecting you from all the rejection, all the BS that's going to come your way, right? It's not going to be you, it's going to be your alter ego. So with that being said, create an alter ego and make that person the best version, almost like a superhero. Just like how Batman is Batman and then Bruce Wayne is Bruce Wayne, or Superman is Superman and then Clark Kent is Clark Kent, right? It's all alter egos, and it's the same thing you need to do. You need to create your own alter ego. So when you're out there in the sales floor, in the world, and you're selling and you're getting rejected and you're getting your face pummeled, at least it's not going to be you, it's going to be your alter ego. Now guys, the fifth and final thing is you need to be more committed. Now, what does commitment mean? It means a dedication to a cause or an activity. So you need to be fully committed to sales. Because I see this all the time. It's something that it's called a 90-day phenomenon, where salespeople do sales for 90 days and they start thinking, oh, maybe drop shipping is gonna make me more money. Oh, maybe, I don't know, starting a personal brand, or maybe, I don't know, doing Amazon. And you see all these different business models. You see all these people making money and thinking, oh, if I do this, I'm gonna get rich quick. No, listen, the grass isn't greener on the other side. The grass is greener where you water it. The only reason the grass looks greener at drop shipping or Amazon or all these other things that you see online is because the person spent years pouring water on their grass to grow it, to make it look beautiful. And it's the same thing that you need to do. You need to focus on your craft. Sales is going to only treat you good once you start treating it good and you give it time and attention, right? Just like how when you're in a relationship, to build a relationship, you need to give the person time, attention, and dedication. It's the same thing you need to do when it comes to sales. You need to be fully dedicated and you need to show commitment and be there every single day, mastering your craft, because that's how you're going to go ahead and take it to the next level and get to that top 1% and build exactly that confidence that you want in sales. When you get in front of a prospect, you're not scared, you're not nervous, you know what's going to happen. You can even predict the outcome of that deal, right? But that only comes with repetition, being committed, showing up every single day, and putting in the work. So understand, commitment is just eliminating all the other options. So what you guys need to do is eliminate all the other options, all the other noise, and just focus only on sales. Just only focus on sales for at least minimum 4 to 5 years. So you could go ahead and take it to the next level. Because I promise you this, if you treated sales good, sales is gonna treat you good back, especially into your pockets. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And with that being said, I'll see you guys on the other side. Let's go.